And we're back again here at Chalks to check out the rest of the campsites. Come follow us and we'll show you the rest.
Chalks Campground is located at Mount Crawford Forest Reserve, 1 hour and 2 minutes from Adelaide CBD, approximately 52 kilometres in distance. Right around the corner from Williamstown, so if you need to stock up, there's plenty of shops and services that will help you with your needs. The internet and phone coverage is intermittent here. It has a great feel here. It's the kind of place that everybody would enjoy. And it's a pet-friendly campground, suited to RV, caravans, camper trailers and tents. Before you confirm your booking, make sure you check your site to ensure that it's suitable for what you're staying in. We saw some people setting up on the other side of the bollard of their campsite because they couldn't drive in. The sites here are all non-powered and there's only toilets in the facilities, so no shower. There are no bins here, so make sure you take your rubbish home and keep the place tidy.
In today's episode, we're checking out sites 21 to 28. Okay, and welcome back. And I must say, these sites are set back beautifully into the surroundings. They are further away from the road and just absolutely gorgeous. If you truly want to feel immersed in nature, this is the area for you. Something else to point out here, these are a little bit away from the amenities. And keep an eye out for kangaroos. They're just over the road in that little forest area. You can see them generally in the afternoon. As we approach Site 21, you can see there's quite a fair bit of room before you get to the bollards. So if you do have a caravan or similar, you can park right there and just use a fire pit like you do with the others. But quite a lot of space. Like most of the sites, the fire pit is in quite good nick, so ready for use. This site is flat, spacious, and if you just quickly look over there, take note that site 22 is just that little one in the nook there with the 2 trees and the table. As we stroll onto site 22, you can quickly see that this is not a big site. Over the bollards is really just the fire pit. The rest of it, you're setting up next to that table in that area. I mean, you could also set up behind the tree or just around the tree, but yeah, I would be mindful of coming here with a caravan or anything similar like that. I'd probably leave this one to a swag or a tent or something similar. But then again, you can just pull up to the side there and set up your van if it's a smaller one. I'll leave that up to you to decide. Also make note, this fireplace does have that swivel plate that can come in handy. So really, if you just want to cozy up and nook in to a little site where it's probably a little bit more private than others, this one's great. As we make our way around the bend, we're heading to site 23. Just look how lush this area is. And there I go again, using the word lush, but I really can't think of another word to use here. But just look how green it is in the cooler months. On approach, you can see it's on a bit of an angle here, but not too much to be of any concern. And also in the background, you can see the other sites. But look, you know, there's plenty of room here. You can still kick a ball or play catch or whatever you want to do with your family or your friends. Yeah, just nice, spacious place. This particular group of sites, if you've got a few friends coming along, you know, you can book these ones out and actually share that space in the back there collectively. You know, you don't have to worry about bollards in between or separation of these sites when you're in this particular section. When we were actually staying here, we saw quite a few caravans and camper trailers all parked on the other side of the bollards, just setting up there, and they seemed very comfortable. Site 24 is a lovely site. It is the last part of this little section here between 21 and 24. It does have a little bit of an incline, nothing to worry about. Lots of room at the front of the bollard, so again, you can set up here, no dramas with a camper trailer or caravan or similar. And look, just shares out that outback space there with the other sites. So very nice. I'm really excited to show you this next site, 25. This site is probably the most private out of the whole lot of this area. Not just this particular grouping, the entire campground. Lots of privacy here, wonderful space. The fit out of site 25 does tick a few boxes here. You've got a lot of space, you've got a bench, you could probably use it as a kid's table for when they want to eat. You've got the fire pit, you've got the concrete around the fire pit, and you've got the swivel plate. You've got privacy from the trees between 24 and all those other sites, and even the other sites on the other side. You really are private here. The only point of concern with this site is it is far away from the toilet, so take your own. Another item of note, you got the bollards, so you can't drive all the way through, but there's still room here to set up in front of these bollards. And again, you have that privacy. And onwards we go to what I'd say one of the few drive-in sites, which is site 26. Here you can just pull straight in and set up. No need to turn around. It does look a bit drive-through-y, but it is a nice site. But you will get a bit of traffic from the other areas. As you can tell, not a lot of green grass here. So want to make sure you put like a mat down or something. It's fit up, has a fire pit, ready for use. And you can make this private. If you face away from the road, you see that lovely screen of trees. Let's head to site 27. Again, another drive-through site, which is quite cool. But bear in mind, this is quite close to Warren Road. It's quite big, it is flat and long. So you've got plenty of area here to really think about where you want to position. You will get some traffic from people at the other sites driving in and out. Shouldn't bother you too much. And make note, these are probably one of the furthest away from the toilet. So definitely bring your own. Bring a mat too. There's not much green grass in this part. And just tucked behind site 27 is site 28, our last site for today's episode. It's about the same length as 27, although you do have those trees in the middle, so it kind of breaks it up. As you drive through, you've got room to maneuver, which is always handy. Here, you're right close to Warren Road. You can hear it. You won't get the traffic from the other sites, and also you're the furthest point away from the toilet. So you have to go for a little bit of a hike if you need to go. Not very handy in the middle of the night or in anywhere else, so bring your own toilet. As this is the last site, I'm not going to finish talking about a toilet. This is a functional, well-suited site for caravans, RVs, anything that you can drive in with, and tents. Just be mindful of the surroundings, that's all. And there you have it. That's it for Chalks. Make sure you check out our other episodes too.
Well, that's it for another episode at Chalks Campground. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. And remember, camp by me and you'll be a happy camper. Attempt to do aerial shots. I got my stick with trusty duct tape, aka tent poles. Hilarious. It's working so far. Look, it's not as high as we would like to go, but you know what? Good enough.